In the name of Allah, the most benevolent, the most merciful. Ya Ali, Madad.
Welcome to our channel. We expose lies and false teaching of anti-Ismailis. Welcome to our new series exposing another celebrity anti-Ismaili Imam, Al-Ghazali. He claimed himself as a supporter of reason and intellect, and we by the grace of Allah will show you how he and his followers goes against it.
In this episode, we will tell you about major spiritual crisis in his life. This crisis also affects his followers and expose his ideology as false, resulting in proving Ismailism as the right path.
In order to mislead Ismailis, anti-Ismailis recommend them to read this book, written by their celebrity Imam Al-Ghazali. We will show you that this book actually proves Ismailis are on the right path, and their enemies are the enemies of the progeny of the Holy Prophet. Let's explore the background first.
Abbasid caliphs ruled most of the Muslim world, from the year 750, to the year 1258. During this period, Egypt along with other parts, were ruled by the Fatimid caliphs, from the year 909 to the year 1171.
According to the Ismaili history, after the death of Imam Ja'far Sadiq in the year 765, Imam lived away from the reach of his Abbasid enemies till they were able to form Fatimid Caliphate in the year 909 and became caliphs.
This period from the year 909 to 1095 is called Fatimid period in Ismaili history. In this year Imam Mustansir Billah I passed away and the dispute over the succession of Imamate split the Ismailis into two divisions.
Followers of Imam Nizar consider the period from year 1095 to 1257 as Alamut period. During this period, the rival Abbasid were assisted by the army of Seljuk sultans.
This story begins in 1094. In the year 1090, Hassan bin Sabah, a Ismaili missionary, bought a fort named Alamut. This was taken as threat by the Abbasi and Seljuk rulers. Abbasi caliphs during the Alamut period, engaged their own scholars to refute Ismailis and Al-Ghazali was one of them.
Al-Ghazali is also known as Mujaddid or renovator of the religion in Sunni circles. Please refer to our video on guidance after Prophet Muhammad on this channel.
Now, we talk about the so-called renovator Al-Ghazali. He has written a number of books. We will mention only 3 books relevant to this series. First is against the philosophers, second against Ismailis, and the third is his own version of revival of religion.
Let's talk about his spiritual crisis. In the year 1094, he was in Abbasi court on order of Abbasi Caliph to write a book against the Fatimids. After writing this book, he quit the court of the Caliph and left Baghdad and converted himself to Sufism.
His new Islam, as mentioned by Ibn Jawzi, was: a Sufi should focus less on his family, money, children, and knowledge. He should go into seclusion and only perform worship. He should not focus on reciting Quran or Hadith. He should continue saying, Allah, Allah, Allah until he gets to the point of saying so without moving his tongue.
Source of guidance, according to Al-Ghazali, is not Quran or Hadith. This concept is against the massive Sunni thought.
Knowledge is of less importance as per Al-Ghazali in his version of Islam. Responsibilities towards the family are also need to be ignored according to this renovator of Islam.
He declared remembrance as preferred source of guidance over Quran and Hadith.
He declared the Islam as a journey as believed by Sufis. This leaves his fans, devotees, and followers in weird situation. They cannot defend the concepts of Sharia and Sufism at the same time while attacking Ismaili esotericism. Defending one of them will disbalance the other concept.
Let's see what one of his followers brag about him.
आप इमाम गजाली को पढ़ें, इमाम गजाली उनका फलसफा पढ़ें, गोरे ने उनका फलसफा पढ़ा है, अब तक पढ़ाया जाता है। जर्मनी की यूनिवर्सिटियों में जब फलसफा पढ़ाया जाता है उसमें इमाम गजाली को भी पढ़ाया जाता है, लेकिन हमारी कौम अपने असलाफ से दूर हो रही।
The philosophy of Al-Ghazali was never read by those who calls him Imam. Yet he was showcased by anti-Ismailis as their celebrity Imam.
In this series, we will discuss it and expose his false concept of imamate together with other contradictory concept and provide information on political environment of that time.
Al-Ghazali was countered by many other anti-Ismaili imams. In next episode we will reproduce what they said about him.
They accused his revival of Islam as new rigidity in Islam. They rejected his many concepts. They found themselves stuck in extinct parallel imamate.
In next episode we will reproduce what they said about him. This amusing clash of ignorance will further prove the falsehood of enemies of the Prophet and prove the Ismailis are on the right path. Thanks for watching. Salwat please.